Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 20 Lap Showdown. Yes, this LCQ is quite unique, as for the longest race of the season, by design. About 22 cars in this, there's a lot of interest for this one. 10 in, 12 out. So this is going to be quite the race to the finish here amongst these guys. Quite a few driver changes. As Kyle Larson driving in place of Jay Roy, got a separated shoulder from that first lap crash. Joshua Barkley got whiplash from that crash. Josh Lee is subbing in for him. A guy by the name of Holy Sheet basically replaced Kirby Starr for this one. Out for concussion. Walter Black in place of Jimmy Jim. Aggravated shoulder. And we have Mikey Taylor, who is Michael Taylor's dad. He was already scheduled to run the 91 car for this one. So let's see how he goes. And here's a full lineup. Lyle Austin starting 10th. There's Josh Lee starting 11th. Josh Lee made quite a few starts this season. Surprising. Walter Black, actually a decent effort here, getting first. And speculation of Bobby Bob Jr. getting replaced by Miles Tails Trower. Bobby Bob's got to perform here, or Jr.'s got to perform here. And the plus is a 6 car, I think, for this one. I forgot who it is, I'll see in a moment. But this will be interesting to see. 22 cars, 20 laps. Alright, so, like I said before, 10 in, 12 out. And this time, LCQ's an actual race for this one, so it's going to be scary to watch how this one goes down. Oh, man. Well, here we go. Almost said Jimmy Jim. That's actually Walter Black, which is why you're seeing the 87 car. Because Jimmy Jim's actually in the top 35, so he wouldn't have had to deal with this, but, you know, it's by driver points. So any you guys basically have to go through the LCQ, and honestly, it is a it's been a big list all season, actually. There's basically been 7-8 DQs each and every race. And Tommy Lindbrook in this one, Tommy Lindbrook finally made his debut at Motorsports Park. It actually got a really good effort there. And, oh, they're in the wall. Oh, no. Oh, the outside lane, man. There's no grip up there. They must have messed up dealing with the track surface. But Walter Black, like I said before, an A7 for Jimmy Jim, who was essentially just going to be out for one race. Separated shoulder, you know, they managed to pop that thing back in, but they don't want to take any risks, because there could be, depending on, how you pop it in, there could be complications from that. And, oh, geez, Junior McLaughlin, he is yet to qualify for a single race. Oh, snap, there's a big, oh, no! Who is that? That's Michael Carlisle! Up and over, flipped, he's still tumbling! Not Kirby Star. Holy, he just hit the wall. Lindbrook, major damage. Did he hit Carlisle? Mikey Taylor getting by. Oh my gosh, that's a big crash. I thought we were already 4 laps in, by the way. That went by fast. It didn't feel like 4 laps. It only felt like 2. This LCQ is going by fast. I'll give him that. Oh my gosh, man. What was that? And there's a replay. Oh, this is before the crash. Oh, oh, jeez. Okay, there was a bunch of contact. That explains why some of these guys were that far back. Well, also just pitted on a green. Not sure what the deal was there. What happened here? Jones up in the grave Prower. Then he goes down. Oh, and oh my gosh, man. They collided. Multiple cars involved. Bunch of spins. And Lindbrook, I think, smashed it to 1. It looks like it. You need a better look. Yeah, Jones went down to avoid grave, and it's just Michael Carlisle was already right there. And Daniel Lyons got a piece. Oh, jeez. Lindbrook smashed it to the back of the 70. Holy. Oh my gosh, that's a rough way to go. Here's Walter. He just, oh my gosh, just threads the needle through it. Jim McLaughlin followed suit, so did Taylor Lay. What happened here? Yeah, just not really anywhere to go. And it got collected in it. Oh my gosh, okay, I was right. Lindbrook smashed to the back of the 70. That's a rough hit, man. Rough impact. Higher view of it. Yeah, that's a weird, I think that's a freak accident, if anything. Man, that is just brutal for everyone involved. Jeez, man. Alright, here we go. On the restart, John Rinn is leading this one. Josh Lee right behind him. Xander Jeffrey, man, he's yet to DQ for a race. Hopefully this isn't it. Lyle Austin wound up going a lap down, pitting on the green. So he's honestly screwed unless like he could stay ahead of these guys at the moment of another caution, if that ever happens. He's like, Lyle Austin needs to hope for a caution and that he's ahead of whoever is in the lead. So Austin, he's right there. He has the pace, it looks like. I don't know what issue they had before, but still on pace with the guys up front. He's got to get past John Rinn, though, if he wants any shot of making the field. And he gets by him, no problem. Xander Jeffrey chasing down Austin, though. And John Rinn falling down to 4th now as Walter Black. Almost at 3rd, but I was about to say that Walter Black got by him. And so is the 44, Junior McLaughlin. Junior McLaughlin in a decent spot so far. He just needs to finish top 10. Oh, no! Austin hit the wall! Austin's garbage to the wall. That's it! Oh, my gosh. Unless, 10 more cars crash, that's it for him. He's going to have to hope something bad happens to his other competitors. Otherwise, he's just done with it. But that shouldn't discourage him because I'm not sure if I said this before, probably back in Season 1, but it isn't over until it's over. And here it is. Yeah, so Kyle Arsenal, driver of, I forgot to mention earlier, but Kyle Arsenal is a reserve driver. Oh my gosh, Jeffrey and Black on the wall. Bartholomew Johnson couldn't find a way around him. Oh yeah, I was just trying to say before, Kyle Arsenal driving the 05 in place of Jay Roy of Red Lightning Racing. Kyle Arsenal is a reserve driver for Stephen Waters Racing. And for this race, since none of their drivers are hurt, or at least hurt badly, I think Horsevar's probably, from what I heard, Horsevar's feeling something. But that may have been from an altercation that Daredevil Motorsports had with him after Motorsports Park. Anyway, basically Stephen Waters Racing lending them a hand. Oh my gosh, John Rinn got the wall too. Oh man, that might be it from. There's Stephen Waters. Speaking of Stephen Waters Racing, there's Stephen Waters chasing down Josh Lee, who was in the 5 car. So quite a few subs in this race. It gets kind of confusing, especially if you're used to, certain drivers in certain cars. And John Rinn, oh, I thought he was going to make the same mistake twice. Man, this is just insane. Looks like they're kind of spread out, but not really. There's still a lot of movement happening. Xander Jeffrey, man, who has the final spot? Right now, Daniel Lyons is the final spot in 15. Taylor Lay getting by to 44, Junior McLaughlin. Junior McLaughlin, man, he's had a really bad season, really bad. And it's about to get worse. He got in the wall again. He is back in the wall. He was just in the lead, by the way. I didn't even notice that. But all that stuff going on midfield, because that's the main focus, the cutoff. Winning this doesn't mean much. It's just more assurance that you made the field. You don't want to mess around within the danger zone, being around 7th or something. I don't know. But winning this is essentially just extra assurance. John Zena is in the lead now. I don't know how he got such a gap there with Taylor Lay. He went wide. Josh Lee getting below Taylor Lay here. Kyle Arsenal driving in place of Jay Roy. I meant to finish that sentence. Yeah, Stephen Waters Racing decided to lend Kyle Arsenal to the team to help him out since, Jay Roy was scheduled for this, but wound up injured. So, he's under Josh Lee, though. So Kyle Arsenal still has something to prove, but he's got to be careful. Especially since he's driving in place with someone. It's not even for his, he's not even driving for his boss. It's for a different team. So, either way, not their own car. And Walter Black, oh no! Walter Black got up into Jeffrey! Waters gets by. Probably a single car incident. No problem there. Oh no, more contact. Oh my gosh, Walter Black. Oh no. Walter Black sent flying over oh my gosh, man. Bobby Bob Jr. slammed into him. Walter Black got T-boned. Are you kidding me? Walter Black is a substitute driver. A reserve driver. Dude, Walter's the reserve driver. What are we doing here? Bartholomew Johnson got a piece of that too. Oh my gosh, he did not need that. Especially after Johnson made his, debut, finally made his first start of the season last time out in Motorsports Park. No, it was his second start, I think. Yeah, it was the second. And he's out of this. It's over. Bartholomew Johnson, DQ. They might get one more lap in. What happened here? Oh, Walter Black just slept into Jeffrey. Like, yeah, like, Jeffrey didn't have much more room. And Rin just, oh my gosh, and he just barreled. Right at 55 of Bobby Bob Jr. Mikey Taylor just breezed by all of it. And Carter Cash, he's off pace. Oh my gosh, man. Just went up, like, Jeffrey had no room there. You know what I mean? And Rin just up into Johnson. Oh my gosh, man. You know Johnson on the high side, but John Rin just knocks Black back up the wall where Johnson was coming out of. And deflecting off Johnson, back down into Bobby Bob Jr. This is, oh my jeez, man, that was a close call. By the way, that's Miles Trower in the 66, forgot to mention. Oh my gosh, man. Dude, that's a rough break for all involved. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to get an update on those guys, probably for the race itself. I don't know yet, but just to know, I think it's Kevin Jones is a lap down. Yeah, Kevin Jones is a lap down. I don't know what he's doing there, but hey. So Josh Lee is up in front now. John Cena going below the line there. Not below the line, sorry. He's already making a pass on Kevin Jones there. And they're just, yeah, basically one lap dash. Kevin Jones just slowed up Kyle Larson and Tanner Jeffrey. I think they're done. Steven Juarez has the last spot, it looks like. See what the battle is going on there. Hard to tell, but one thing to mention is that Junior McLaughlin is finally going to make his first start of the season. At least for the actual race itself, as Josh Lee wins the LCQ race. Who got the last spot? You have to see. It's Mikey Taylor. Wait, Mikey Taylor was in the back for that restart. What happened? How did he get to 10th? Well, essentially I don't know, essentially like 5 guys clamored for it. There were basically 3 guys left on the outside looking in as there was just 2 cars a lap down. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh, there's a spin. What on earth? Just to add insult to injury, Kyle Larson gets knocked around. That sucks. What? And then he just, wow. There's like from Mikey Taylor's perspective, Michael Taylor's dad. And he just, look at that. So they get Jeffrey and Larson will get held up there. And I think he just needs to pass, yeah, Carter Cash in the 12th car. He's on the lead lap, but he's just way off pace. So all Mikey Taylor had to do was pass Jeffrey and Larson, and Kevin Jones helped achieve that unintentionally. Props to him, I guess. Grave Prowler made the field too. So Miles Trower. Props to those guys. That was quite the finish there for the last spot. Alright, so as you can see, it's a rough state of affairs for a lot of guys involved in this one. But hey, Josh Lee won the race. Junior McLaughlin finally going to make his first start of the season. John Zena, a comfortable spot. Waters qualified. Daniel Lyons qualified. Miles Trower in 66. There's a good chance he might be switching over to 55 for race 6. I still don't know the news on that yet. We have to see an update on that. We have to wait till after the race entirely. And yeah, there are your 12 DNQs. The longest DNQ list so far this season. I think, actually, technically not, if you count duels, but I don't know. Collectively, full-blown, yeah, longest DNQ. Anyway, let's get to the race itself. Happening real soon.